All right, guys, Tony T back here on the drive. So hoping to get this technical issues corrected here. We're sorry for all that. In Vegas here for the Bet Bash right now. That's going on in Las Vegas. Looking forward to visiting with the folks here at Bet Bash, and we'll hopefully we'll get these issues rectified. We got a full show ready for you here. We have got the streaming signal out, so hopefully you guys will get it. I just want to make sure there's been no issue here with the stream, as we've had to reset the stream again. Let's see here. Looks like it should be going out. Looks like it shows on live. Yes, we got the correction corrected. All right, very good. So we can put a show together for you guys. All right. Looks like we've got Joey here. We got Jovan in the room with us right now. So let's take a look again at who's on the show. We got Jovan. Well, we did have Joey in. I think we still have Joey here. So I see him talking. So we'll go ahead and bring Jovan in to get the show started here. Catch him over at Pick Dog Stream. Let's get Jovan in here, ready to roll here to start the show. Get through this. Jovan, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Tony? How are you?
Doing it. Trying to get it done. Things happen. But anyway, all right, here we go.
That's right.
We're going to be looking here at the Minnesota, the Twins, and the White Sox. The White Sox has been just one of the laughing stocks in baseball, if you can call it that. It's not been a great year for them. But we see the Twins here laying $1.18. The total coming here about at 8 runs in this one.
It's the Minnesota Twins and Chicago Cubs, and
That's right.
I'm on the over in this one. This is just a situation where we have two teams. Bats are pretty hot. Minnesota last 5 against lefties. They're batting at a 312 clip. And, the Cubs, they're batting at a 297 clip. Their bats have gotten hot in the last, handful of games. You have two pitchers, who are posting 6+ ERAs. David Fester, he's only had 3 starts. This will be his 4th career start. He's 1-2 with a 2.98 ERA. And, I expect him to get around by this, red hot Cubs team, in the bandbox known as Wrigley Field. On the other side, last game, took a lot of people's money that was against them. You got bettors. They see Cal Henderson they're gonna fade him, but in his in his season, he's posting a 6.86 ERA. So I don't think the one good start is gonna get anywhere against this Twins lineup who's tearing the cover off the ball. And you look at the bullpens. The Cubs bullpen, they're pitching pretty well, but on the other side, the Twins aren't. They're vying for playoff position. They're vying for AL Central, first place. They're trying to catch the Guardians. And, on the other side, the Cubs, they're desperately trying to, get back into the playoff mix there. I believe, 5.5, 6 games out of the third wild card spot. So, both of these teams, they got, something to play for. And, with the bats, the way they're cracking, I think the over's the play. And it's a short total.
All right, there we go. Jovan here looking at this one here. Minnesota Twins and Chicago Cubs here going over total here of 8 runs. Yeah, it does seem kind of low here for a total. Especially, you're getting guys like Festa in there. You're going to get their bullpen. And one thing to note about this Twins bullpen, even though they had success against the White Sox, their pitching staff gave up a lot of runs.
Yeah, I mean, the case in point, look at yesterday. What they give up 7, in a blowout win, but it was a that's who they played, right? They played the White Sox yesterday, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, they're looking to continue that success, or not, and it's just gonna kick this thing off, and I believe we're gonna get over this total relatively early.
All right, John says like the over here. It does show a bit of a wind blow in right now, about 15 miles per hour here. That's I think probably why we see the total here in some places now moving to 7.5.
Yeah, but when you have two pitchers, who don't have swing and miss stuff, I don't care if the wind's blowing in to 20, 30 miles an hour or something like that. they get through the gaps, then we're in business.
Absolutely there. All right, we got Jovan here coming in today with the Twins and Cubs going over a total of 8. This one tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. Got obviously baseball on the board tonight. Of course, preseason football, the full slate coming up this week. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I got a 3-pack going in MLB tonight. Two sides and no, actually no, all 3 sides. I thought I had a total in there, but I didn't. I switched it up. But yeah, I got a 3-pack going. I got 2 individual plays, up on the board as well in my play. That certain long term, 3-day, 7-day, 30 yearly. Football is upon us. Preseason's gonna start up on Thursday. I'll have plays for that. That's for damn sure. And just getting it ready. It is what it is. We're here. We're in August, and when it's August, it's football season as far as I'm concerned. So, even though it won't be the regular season for another few weeks, we'll have enough meat on the bone for the preseason.
That's right, guys. We absolutely. So get on board with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs. Everybody likes that 7-day pass this early in the week. A lot of cover the entire preseason if Jovan's in action. Of course, as well as all the baseball in here. Use that promo code PICKIT. Check out. Save that 15% off. Right, Jovan, as always, great having your show. Have a great night. We'll catch up with you again later in the week. But everybody know you also produce a video series at Pick Dogs here with your parlay shorts. We might have lost Jovan there. We're having some technical issues today as we're producing the show, but we can see the guys signing in. So, yes, guys, you can check out Jovan over at Pick Dogs Premium. Subscribe, and he produces his video shorts here on the channel. All right, let's continue here on the drive. So, you see the guys popping in right now. Apologize for some of the technical issues here. I'm in Vegas today for the Bet Bash this week. I'll be here all week. All right, let's think. I thought I saw David Racey in here, so let's go to David Racey. Well, thought we had him there. That's going to be one of those shows, guys. Looks like it's one of those shows. All right, let's see here. Who else do we got on the board here? Maybe I should just go to the full screen. Whoever's in, come in with your pick. I think that's what we're going to do here. We're having some tech issues today. It happens. These things happen. Just got to roll with them. All right, I'm just going to go to the full screen. Whoever's in, pop with your pick. That's how we'll do it. Let's go to the full screen again. All right, who's there? You there, Kirk? Thought I saw Joey Tron in the system. Maybe not. Let me see here. Let me see what we can do here. David, you there?
Sir.
All right.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Kirk. So you're going to be looking at that Serbia game, right?
I'm looking at that Serbia game, and I'm just going to mention my pick at the beginning before hopefully I get it in before I get dropped. So I'm going with Serbia minus 6.5. I think they've really bounced back after that brutal loss to the U.S. Beat Puerto Rico by 40. And South Sudan is not an easy team to beat, but this Australia team did not show me what I needed to see from them in order to pull the upset over Serbia. Serbia really wants to get back to the U.S., show that they can compete with the teams in the world in a possible semifinal matchup on Thursday. I don't see who can stop Jokic on any team. Elimination game, Jokic, he's going to do whatever it takes to win that game, so I'm taking Serbia.
All right, Kirk here on Serbia, lay the 6.5. We'll take a look at some of the games here. We start early, 5 a.m. Eastern time, Greece and Germany. We see Germany laying 8. I think those ladies won the 3-on-3 today, total 161.5. Yep. You there? Kirk, we just asked about the Greece-Germany game.
Yeah, I'm looking here at the under in this one, actually. I think Germany's played really, really well defensively, and I don't trust Greece's offense. I mean, Giannis is Giannis, but Greece really
right, so Kirk there on the under. We kind of dropped off a little bit there with Kirk. Anything here in that on the Canada-France game? That's the big one here. The home court for France here, but they have not really impressed. I haven't really seen them put a good 4 quarters into the tournament. Canada's going to lay 8 in this one. Total 163.5. Oh, we got him back. No, we did. No, we did. All right, we might have lost him. Are you there, David? I'm trying to do this route here, guys, just to try to. We're having some connectivity issues, as you can tell here. I'm in Vegas here for the bet batters. So I might have to go back. I might have to downscale my production for Vegas standards. Sorry, my friends in Vegas, man. You guys got to really step up your game out here, man. I got a full-powered professional studio broadcast software that I got to be able to run. I can't rely on this crap internet. All right, let me see. I think Joey is. I got to get Joey back in here because I did have a screen center. Let's see here. Where is he at? I like to do this widescreen just to keep everybody in the loop here. Well, let's see. Well, maybe I can't. Maybe I can't do this because it's going to take too much time. All right, let's see. See if I can bring in Joey Tron back in because I saw him. He's got a college football. If not, I can run down the whole baseball card for you guys. Don't worry about that. We'll get a shot at this no matter what. Let's see. Joey, you there? Oh, we lost him there. Peek. Joey, coming once. All right, look like we lost Joey there for a second. All right, we're going to go to full screen, guys. Just going to go to the full screen, and we'll make the best of it. I'll just go through the games that we have. I think I'm going to have to go, might have to scale back the reduction a little bit for this internet service we have here. All right. If anybody's in, you pop in. You there, Kirk? All right, we're just going to do my rundown here. Because I'm always prepared for disasters like this. Don't worry. All right. We got through the Twin game. We're looking here at this, what do we got here? We'll start off here. Mets and Cardinals are done. Arizona and Cleveland head-to-head here with Zach Gallen going up against Logan. Looks like we got Logan Allen here in this game, right? Yeah, Logan Allen here. I'm going to look here at Arizona here, minus 124 in this spot. Arizona hitting 275. They've been hitting lefties pretty well this year. 275, put up nearly 6 runs per game on them. They do have a plus 28 run differential here at home. On the road this year. And you look at the Guardians over their past 10, just hitting 227. Beatbacks have won 9 of 11. And they're showing about a plus 6 unit return when they're on the road this year. So look at Arizona here. 2 starts in ERA approaching 6, whip of 1.53. But, you know, his FIP is just 4.43. So that does suggest that ERA is a bit inflated. But the thing is, can he keep that form, right? He does strike out 17%. He does limit his walks to 7.5%. 47% ground ball rate, 1.19 on the home run. So the home runs aren't necessarily bad. Is pitching a little bit in bad luck. Webb on the road, an ERA of over 4, whip of 1.46, and Giant pitching is just giving up 262 hitting on the road this year, where they have a minus 29 run differential. Look over their past 10 Nationals hitting 261. San Francisco bullpen on the road, an ERA of 4.54. Now you look at the Giants on the road this year. They are 23-34, a minus 10 unit loss. Nationals are the dog, reducing plus 5 units. Now the record is 41-53, but they hit these big prices at plus 5 unit return. So we'll be looking here at the Nationals in an underdog spot here at plus the 148. All right, we'll continue here on the rundown. Let's get to the next game here on the board. Let's get to the next one here. What do we do here? Yep, we got it up here on the screen. All right, next game. Look at, we went to the Diamondbacks game. We're going to go next here. Twins and the Cubs head-to-head. Of course, we got from Jovan. He liked the over in that game. That's the game that he gave up on the show. I have a full recap, so you'll know who's on what. Jovan here on the Cubs. All right, let's continue on the next one here. Next game. Let's go here. We've got Astros and the Rangers head-to-head here. And in this one, I'll be looking at the Texas Rangers at the plus price. Hunter Brown, ERA just over 4. Heaney on the mound. Very similar numbers when you look at Hunter Brown and Heaney. Brown with a little bit of higher whip. Lefty does, but he does strike out 25%, does Hunter Brown this year. Texas pitching staff has performed well at home, allowing just 210 hitting And you look at the Rangers over the past 10, hitting 264. Their bullpen ERA of 3.05 at home. Houston's struggling a bit here, losing 5 of 7. And when you're betting Houston as a favorite, be careful because they're 42-37 as a favorite, losing 10.5 units. We'll look at Texas here at plus the 111. All right, we'll continue here on our rundown. Let's get to the next game here. Red Sox and Royals. Boy, this game has a look of a lot of runs. James Paxton going on the mound here tonight for the Red Sox. Of course, he left the Dodger organization because you look at his advanced numbers have not been very good. When you look at for the year, ERA 4.52, whip of 1.46. His strikeout rate is 17%, but man, he's walking 12% of the batters that he faces, which is not very good. Singer has been strong this year, but when you look at Boston, they're hitting 262 against right-handed starters, putting up 5 runs a game. You look at the Royals over their past 10, hitting 283, 6 runs a game. Both bullpens have been hammered. Look over the past 10 games. It's been rough here. Royals an ERA of 5.5. Red Sox bullpen an ERA approaching 7. Boston 31-21 of the over this year on the road. So we'll go over the total here with the Red Sox and the Royals. All right, we'll continue here on our rundown from Major League Baseball. White Sox Athletics, what can you say about this Athletics team? It's been a struggle here. It looks like it's going to be Kai Bush. I just want to verify these pitchers, make sure there hasn't been any change. Kai Bush and Sears, you can count on Sears, no doubt about that. Let's see here. I wanted to check something here. Okay, yep, Sears to get the start. And what do you say? 20-game losing streak for Chicago. Why? Well, over their past 10 games, they're hitting 192. And their bullpen over their past 10 games, an ERA of 8. They've lost 20 straight. They got outscored 29-11 over the weekend against the Twins. Chicago as an underdog this year, 23-84, losing 49.5 units. That's just atrocious this year. Oakland, though, is a favorite. Believe it or not, is a home favorite. They're 9-3, returning almost 4 units. This one will be a run line play. And a run line play right now just gets you a little bit plus 103 here with the Athletics, who've shown improvement here at the bat, no doubt about that. All right, let's continue on here on our Major League Baseball rundown. We go to that Phillies and Dodger game, late night action tonight. Aaron Nola on the mound. We're going to go under 8 here with Phillies and the Dodgers. We look over the past 10 games, Phillies hitting just 226, LA 234. But the one thing about the Dodgers, their pitching staff pitches very well at home. Overall pitching staff 220 allowed hitting this year at Dodger Stadium. The Phillies bullpen on the road has been serviceable, 3.55 ERA there. Dodgers, missing a lot of key bats from their lineup. So we'll go Philadelphia and LA here to go under a total of 8 runs. All right, we'll continue here on our rundown. I think we got all the baseball covered for today. It's a light day on the board. We do know, let's make sure there's been no changes in any of these starting pitchers as I hit the refresh button. We still have Festa on the mound here. Let's see, Gallen, Logan Allen, Nick Martinez, Rodri Munoz here for in that Cincinnati-Miami game, which I don't think I covered that one. Right? I didn't tell you what I liked in that one. Let's go back to that game here because we didn't touch base on it here. Yeah, Reds and Marlins we didn't touch on. All right, so let me go ahead and touch on that one. Reds and Marlins. We are going to look here at. We'll look at the Reds. We're going to go chalky on this one. Reds in this one. The Reds plus 32 run differential on the road this year. And their pitching staff holds teams to just 214 hitting on the road. Their pitching staff has been very good this year on the road. An ERA of 3.72. It is one of those spots that's tough. Miami, their first home game after a 9-game road trip, and it's at home. That's a bad spot there. So we'll look at the Reds. The chalky pick there in that spot. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. Guys, apologize for the technical issues. I'll probably have to scale down my production a little bit, maybe change over to what's I don't even remember the other ones out there, but I'll probably scale it down. Just while I'm here, this room that I'm in. I'm at for the Bet Bash in Vegas this week. I'll be seeing Mitch and some of the guys that are coming over. So hope we can we'll touch base with you guys. I got the entire card covered for you guys for Major League Baseball. Apologize here. We had some Joey was going to come in with his Penn State game, but let's go ahead and look at the recap for recapping purposes. David was on the Marlins plus 124. Red Sox Royals over 10 for Brad. Jovan Twins and Cubs over 8. Kirk was on Serbia minus 6.5. He did mention the Germany. He did mention the what was it? The Germany game. He did mention he liked the Germany-Greece game under. I think he was leaning toward there. I wouldn't be surprised if we see unders in these medal rounds, right? Because this is really where teams start to really get tight, and I think we'll see that there. Let's see if we've got Australia. Serbia was covered, and we didn't get to the Canada-France there, but Canada is going to be laying 8 against France. Of course, remember, that's the home country there for France, but France has not really looked that impressive to me in this Olympic Games. USA and Brazil, that will be the featured game, 3:30 Eastern Time. USA a 27-point favorite there. The USA's not covering these big numbers. Rod, why don't you try to sign in? I think a lot of the guys that sign up, maybe we can open up some bandwidth here. So maybe Rod can sign in. Maybe if he's following the show, we'll close it out. Because I know the CFL's got some guys he may want to come in with his play. Tell you guys why he likes the over in this one. So David on the Marlins plus 124. Brad on the Red Sox Royals over 10. Jovan Twins Cubs over 8. Kirk on Serbia laid the 6.5. Joey's pick was Penn State over 10.5 wins, and that was his play there. And then Rod was on the over in the Dodger Phillies games. I'll take the Rangers here minus 107. The one I like the most here would definitely be on. I got to go with Brad there with the Red Sox Royals. That looked like a pretty good, solid pick there, especially toward what's going on here with this both pitching staffs, both bullpens. Well, I'd like to thank everybody hanging in here with me today. We'll try and downscale the production a little bit, so you're probably going to see go down here because this is basically with the internet service just not being able to support this type of broadcast with 300 plus frames or scenes in this, so we'll downscale it. All right, guys, that's going to do it. If you guys want to put in your show pick, put your show pick right now into the chat, and we'll kind of read it off to everybody out there. And, of course, I'm going to be working tomorrow for tomorrow's games. We've got a 15-game card tomorrow, preseason football coming back. Anything else out there? Well, that's pretty much it, right? We've got a 9-game card for Major League Baseball, and we'll get the Glasnow is a concern, right? Because his form is kind of sucked of late, right? He gave up 3 earned runs against San Diego and the Padres. Only gave up 2 earned runs against the Giants, 5 earned runs against Milwaukee, 5 earned runs against San Francisco. Few starts back in June, he gave up 5 earned runs in New York, and he's facing a pretty good Phillies lineup who has been cold, but maybe the change of scenery and getting out of that Seattle climate might make a difference there. But then we kind of look at the starting lineup for Dodgers. Freddie Freeman will be back in the lineup, by the way. I know he's going issues with his kids. That's right. Adam Mueller again says they swept him last month. Nola looks good. He does, and that was the side I was leaning toward. I was definitely leaning toward the Philly side in that one. If you're asking me for a side prep, that was the one. But I felt that the total, the under was a better play, only because I do have respect for Glasnow. I do have respect for that Dodger bullpen at home. Remember it's a different ballpark configurations, and the Dodgers bullpen seem to be more comfortable pitching there than they do going out on the road there. So that's why I like that. I would definitely lean the Phillies there and them. Adam Mueller, thanks for that information. And James Thor likes the Phillies as well. Justin 86, Red Sox Royals over. I agree there with you. That's the one I like. And Blake on that one on the Oakland here money line. I would do money line. I'm a little uncomfortable going more than 1.5. I know some of you guys may look to pound that one. I wouldn't. Listen, if you want to do that, I wouldn't be against it right now. The way that White Sox bullpen got torn up against the Twins going into this park where the Athletics have really shown improvement hitting the baseball. You got J.P. Sears on the mound. That might be a one. If you want to go in there and just go more than 1.5, I would not at all second guess that. All right, so there we go. We got that covered, and I've already started looking at tomorrow's games, guys, and there's a couple of notes here to want to make note of when you're handicapping the games for tomorrow. There's a couple of pitchers making their debuts. Eduardo Rodriguez will be making his debut tomorrow for Arizona as they'll be in Cleveland against the Guardians. So Eduardo Rodriguez to make his season debut tomorrow. We have another season debut, I believe. I just want to make sure it's still on here. It hasn't been any changes because this can all change, right? Bryce, by the way, Bryce Elder is going to pitch tomorrow, even though it's not a rain delay. Jeffrey Springs will be making his second start of the year for Tampa Bay against Sonny Gray in St. Louis. That'll be one to keep an eye on. Let's see. Here's the one I want to mention. Tyler Mahle. Tyler Mahle, where you been? Well, he's going to make his season debut tomorrow for Texas. So that's something to keep an eye on there. Tyler Mahle for Texas tomorrow. All right, let's see. Did we get anybody in here? I thought I saw. No, Rod didn't make it. All right, let's see what else we've got here tomorrow. A good one between the Twins and Cubs tomorrow. Lopez against Imanaga. I don't see a line yet for this game, but that one's something to keep an eye on tomorrow as these teams hit. We'll have a full card tomorrow. If you're interested here, Mets and we'll be in Rockies. Rockies come home tomorrow, right? And the Mets have opened $1.62, so you're probably going to get about plus 140, plus 135. So Rockies home dog alert tomorrow, just to let you guys know. Rockies home dog alert tomorrow. Well, there you go. Someone asked about a lock. I love me some home dogs, and the Rockies will be a home dog tomorrow against the New York Mets. And, of course, Stripling will be on the mound. Listen to this. Stripling on the mound against the White Sox opened up Oakland $1.75 behind Stripling. Tomorrow, Tigers and Mariners. Castillo opens up $2.18 against Detroit. Wow. Kershaw tomorrow against Christopher Sanchez. 2 lefties tomorrow. Dodgers $1.12 there. So this is something to keep an eye. I just want to let you guys know as I'm already handicapping tomorrow's card. Make note of those 2. We got Springs making a second start, and we have Eduardo Rodriguez and Mahle making their first starts of the year tomorrow here for the in Major League Baseball. All right, let's see here. Someone asked about the Twins there. What did I think about the Twins? I think on that game I did I looked at the Cubs side on that one, guys. It's Cubs pitching is holding teams to 229 at home. They've been playing better baseball at home. One thing concerned me with the Twins is what their bullpen looked like in that Chicago series. They got a little sloppy there, and their bullpen over their past 10 games, an ERA over 6. The Cubs bullpen's in the better form. That's why I looked at the Cubs and that ball. And of course, Justin 1896 says 5 balls are going to die tonight in Chicago because obviously the wind is a factor in that game. All right, so we got all the picks in there. Let's go ahead and read off the show picks from you guys. Let's see. Ramon likes Olympic basketball. Germany, Greece under 161. Phillies money line for James Thrower. Justin 1890. His pick is Royals Red Sox over. Oakland laid the run half with Blake. All right, I think we got it all set up, guys. I'll bring on the StreamYard tomorrow just to make sure this thing goes through. It's just too much for this internet. All right, that's going to do it for the show, guys. Thanks again for being patient, staying throughout the show. We got you the picks from the cappers there, so if you missed anything, you got it there. That's going to do it for now. Well, we don't have much of a crew today to show. They've all signed out, unless we still got it back here. Anybody still in here? Nope, they all signed up. All right, that's going to do it for the show today, guys. Have a great afternoon, evening. I'm in Vegas. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.